If Dollarama sold this, it'd be like $4. But Subaru sells it and it's $165. So it's a back bumper protector, and I've always had one on the numerous Outbacks I've owned. This one did not have it, and so I have purchased it myself, and I'm going to install it myself instead of paying somebody, I don't know, $150 to put it on. But you have to be a little bit careful because this red tape here is 3M adhesive, and when it gets stuck, it's kind of stuck pretty good. So let's follow along some tips and get this thing on there and protect my rear bumper from when I haul stuff in and out of the back hatch. None of my friends will sing a duet with me. Can't blame them, so I went out and bought myself a do-it-yourself kit. You're not going to need a lot of supplies for this, so you may not even have to take any notes. First, you need the part. Check. Number two, you're going to have to clean that bumper so that the adhesive goes on really nicely. And so that is recommended as a isopropyl alcohol. They call it rubbing alcohol, and I'm going, rubbing alcohol? Isn't that like a little X-rated there? I don't know. Isopropyl alcohol, 70% is what you need. You're going to need a lint-free cloth to get that all nice and clean and dust-free. You're also, at least I'm going to use a towel to give some equal pressure to push down on the adhesive. And I'm going to also add on some painter's tape and a little pencil, because one of the things in the instructions, which doesn't come in the box, by the way, why wouldn't they come in the box? You got to look them up online, and it's a long URL. So anyhow, I have a pencil to mark certain things so that I can repeat where I place the actual cover, and it is not to the left or the right or front and back. So let's get going on this.
Before you start anything, make sure you're within the installed temperature range. It's all good from 15 to 43 degrees Celsius or 60 to 110 Fahrenheit. Number 1. Clean any dirt, oil, wax, etc. from the bumper area. Rubbing alcohol is the preferred product. Official instructions claim unit uses with supplied alcohol pads, but mine did not, and I doubt yours will either. Number 2. Dry fit the cover on your bumper without removing any tape. Number 3. There are 3 arrows on the cover and supposed to be 3 molded in triangles on the bumper, so they say. My Outback had only 2 molded arrows, one on each side with none in the middle where the loop catch is located. 4. I used a pencil to extrapolate the bumper arrow to line up the cover. 5. I also put painter's tape on the bumper lining up at the edge of the cover. This is optional, but better safe than sorry, I say, as 3M tape is a bear to remove once stuck on. 6. Once you are familiar where the cover will be positioned, fold back the red tape liners and fold them upwards to stay out of the way. You can tape them onto the top surface if you want to, and I did, just to make sure they didn't get restuck on the 3M tape. Number 7. Place the bumper cover on top of the bumper, lining up your arrows and making sure the bottom lip of the cover is tight against the bumper. 8. While firmly holding the cover with your left hand, use your right hand to gently pull the bottom right tape liner out about 3 inches, but do not press down yet. 9. Press down with only one finger close to the right edge of the middle molded quadrilateral extrusion. This will lightly hold the part in place. 10. Then pull the right side of the same tape liner about 3 inches towards the middle of the vehicle. Again, do not press down yet. Once all the cover looks properly lined up, press with one finger by the edge of the right side of the cover. 12. Carefully remove the entire tape section, being careful not to tear it. If you happen to rip one side, you do have the other side to keep pulling on. 13. Press down on the tape area where you've removed the liner. To soften your force, use a towel to press down. 14. Repeat steps 6 through 11 on the left side of the bumper. 15. After removing both pieces of tape liner from the left side, gently pull the long tape liner from the back edge, which is closest to the hatch opening, and continue across the entire length of the cover. 16. Again, use a towel to press down across the area the tape was removed from. 17. Pull the far right and far left tape liners to remove them. 18. And finally, use a towel to firmly push down on all the areas where the tape liner has been removed. There are a few last tips to ensure the tape adheres properly. First, leave at least 1 hour of time to have it cure before you expose the vehicle to cold or heat. And secondly, do not allow a vehicle to get wet for 24 hours after installation.
So is it cool or crap? It's a tough one. It seems thinner and cheaper than the other ones that were on my other older Outback. So in terms of material, let's say a little crappy like that. Is it cool? Yeah, it'll protect that, especially that edge of the bumper. So it's going to protect that from getting things dragged across if you have some heavy equipment or something, or wheelbarrow you're trying to get out of there. It is too much money. But I could have maybe bought something for $100 that was not OEM. And I thought, well, I'm going to keep this car for a while, like, oh, whatever. I'd rather go OEM, make sure it fits, than have some issues with fitment and aftermarket parts. So I guess it's kind of cool and it's kind of crap. But there it is, it'll help. And that's my final decision. Don't need to call a friend.